Hi, hello friends. Welcome to Race Academy. I would like to start some MCQs continuation part 2. Yeah, let us see the question. So in this question, they are giving a tertiary alkyl halide is giving product A in the presence of ethyl alcohol, and product B is a major product also in the presence of sodium ethoxide in ethyl alcohol. Okay, they are giving four options in this we have. So let us find out its solution. Let us find out the solution. So here, whatever they are given in this, first we will find out what is the structure given exactly. They are given a structure that is CH3. Here CH3 is there. Tertiary butyl bromide. They are given tertiary butyl bromide. So as you know, in the presence of this ethyl alcohol, how it reacts, you will see. Ethyl alcohol is a weak nucleophile. So like ethyl alcohol and water. So how the reaction takes place, that is substitution reaction. That is nothing but substitution reaction. Nucleophilic substitution reaction. In this, what will happens? Directly this halogen will be removed according to SN1 mechanism. We'll be getting a product. That product is called as substituted product. We will call that product as substituted product. That means whatever the ethoxy group is there, that ethoxy group nucleophile attacks on the carbocation of the first step of the mechanism, gives the product either, that is nothing but this is the compound, this is the compound. So that is nothing but the first major product of the reaction. You can call it as A. So A is nothing but this one. Let us see another one. What they are asking us in the presence of sodium ethoxide. So what is sodium ethoxide? That is CH3, CH2, ONA. CH3, CH2, ONA is nothing but sodium ethoxide. This is also present in ethyl alcohol. The sodium ethoxide in the presence of ethyl alcohol is present in ethyl alcohol. Actually, it is a strong base. In the presence of strong base in the nucleophile, as a nucleophile, this reaction undergoes elimination process. This is nothing but here we will get definitely an elimination product. Elimination product we will get in this mechanism. Elimination product. So this is nothing but elimination. Okay. We will see when it is undergoing elimination process. As you all know, in this elimination process of the reaction, process of the reaction, what will happen is here this dehydrohalogenation takes place. nothing but here CH3, CH3. If you take separately one hydrogen from the beta carbon, suppose if you are taking this CH3 as CH2, the rest of the other one will definitely will become another attached hydrogen to this carbon and halogen will be taking here. So what will happens after the elimination process? Both this bromine and hydrogen goes, will be getting a product called as an alkene. An alkene will be obtained. So it is CH3. It is CH3. This is CH3. And we will be getting a double bond here. And double bonded CH2 is there here. That is the elimination product, that is B according to this question given to us. This is B. Okay, I think we understand. A is substitution product. This is substitution product. A is substitution product, and B is elimination product in this reaction. Okay, let us see. So I hope you understand this question. So from this, we can easily tell that A is elimination substitution product, that is matching with C option, and B is elimination product also matching with C option. So the right option for this is nothing but option C. Option C is the right option. Okay, let us move to the next question. Okay, let us see. So they have given one halogen compound here, ring with bromine here. Over that, this is they are given NH3 here, NH3. This is here ozonolysis. After that, followed with BaO. Then after heating, final product. So they are asking us to find the end product of the reaction. So when they are asking to find the end product of the reaction, how to find this end product? Let us see. First they have given the ring with bromine. Ring with bromine they are given. That ring also we have a hexagon, that is here a bromine is given. Here a bromine is given. And one thing they are telling that this is going to treated by NH3. So this compound is getting treated by NH3. You know, NH3 can be written as NH2H. NH2H. In this particular case, we can understand one more mechanism called as elimination mechanism, and this bromine will be removed. Dehydrohalogenation. Here whatever the hydrogen is there, that hydrogen also will get removed in this mechanism, and we will be getting a double bond inside the ring. Cyclohexene type of compound we will get. So here I am writing a double bond. So here I am writing a double bond. So this is nothing but cyclohexene. So once a double bond is there, with this double bond we can able to conduct a mechanism called as ozonolysis as per the process given to us. So here, because of this NH3, this product obtained, so we have to do ozonolysis. After ozonolysis, what will happen we'll see. As you know, ozonolysis means this double bond will be break, and that double bond, their location is there. At that location we are going to get a carbonyl functional group, a carbonyl group. Here I can able to write CHO. Here also I can able to write CHO. After the ozonolysis we will get this product. But in this, one more thing need to be understand, that whatever H2O2 obtained, H2O2 obtained in the mechanism, in the above reaction, that H2O2 further oxidizes this aldehydes compound into the corresponding carboxylic acid. So what is carboxylic acid functional group? That is COOH. So we will get COOH here. We will get COOH here also. So there are two carboxylic acid functional groups came in this. Further, they are telling that it will be treated with barium oxide. Like soda lime, this BaO also said to form its carbonate, and carbon dioxide will get removed from this product. After that, once the carbon dioxide is got removed, you will be getting a compound like this. Here, this carboxylic acid I am writing in detail as OH, and here you will be having only one hydrogen, only one hydrogen. So after treated by barium oxide, they have given heating of this one. So after heating, what will happens? It will loses water molecule. So this is the water molecule removal in this reaction. So this is nothing but water. So ring will get closed after this step. So the ring is there. Let us see. It's a 5-membered ring. Now we'll be obtaining, when the carbon with the double bond is there, here. This is what we obtained. This is the final product of the reaction. So let us see exactly how it matches with a product. So here A, B, C, D. In these options, our result is matched with the option number C. So C is the right option for the question. For this question, which is the right option? C is the right option. C is the right option. C. Let us move to the next question. As you know, which of the following derivatives of benzene would undergo hydrolysis most readily with aqueous KOH? You know, this NO2 group, whatever present on the chlorobenzenes, will definitely increase the reactivity of this chlorobenzene. So that is the only simple hint. From this hint, you can understand one thing, that in this second option we have NO2 groups. 3 NO2 groups are the ortho-para directing groups. So second option is the right option for this question. Hello. Yeah. Let us see the first question in this part 3. They have given a ring compound with CH3Br, and in the presence of sodium fluoride, DMS, X is formed. After that, they are given one secondary alkyl halide with sodium fluoride, and again the sodium fluoride with water. Okay, here given Y. So they are asking us to find the X plus Y value, value Z. So what is Z and what is X in this question? So let us find out the result for this one. So first of all, we'll see exactly what they are given as a ring structure in the beginning. So they have given one methyl group along with the bromine on this cyclohexane ring. So here CH3 is there, here bromine is there. As you know, they have given sodium fluoride in the presence of DMS. Sodium fluoride in the presence of DMS, dimethyl sulfoxide. DMS meaning is nothing but dimethyl sulfoxide. Here what will happen is there will be an elimination reaction takes place definitely. Dehydrohalogenation takes place. Assuming this here one hydrogen is also present outside. We are visualizing, but already it is there. Okay, and if these both H and Br got removed because of this sodium chloride reaction in DMS, you'll be getting a double bond here. You'll be getting a double bond here, and that can be shown like this. Here I got a double bond, and here we have CH3 is there. So this is what the compound obtained in the first step. So you can say this is a 6-member ring cyclohexene with a methyl group is there. So the methyl group attached carbon is nothing but sp2 carbon on the ring. Here also we have a sp2 carbon. 2 sp2 carbons are there in this ring. This is nothing but the answer X. Moving on to the another compound given they have, that is CH3. Here secondary alkyl halide given CH Cl. They given CH3 here. If you see this reaction with sodium fluoride in water. Sodium fluoride in water. As you know, here the fluoride ion in water in this reaction is said to undergo solvolysis, and water behaves like a nucleophile. Water will provide this nucleophile OH minus to this, gives the substitution reaction product alcohol. Nothing but here you'll be getting an alcohol. Here in place of Cl you will get OH, and remaining is as usual is a secondary alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. This is actually the answer Y for this question. This is Y, and moreover they are telling X plus Y operation need to be done to find what is the final product, that is Z. So what is X plus Y they are asking. We got X. What is X? We got a cyclohexene with a double bond and a methyl group. Okay, this is X. And what is Y? What is Y? Let us see what is Y. Y is a secondary. Y is nothing but secondary alkyl. I can write this one as CH3 twice CH OH. I can write this one as like this. As you know, in this there will be a formation of carbocation. It is an addition reaction, and in this addition reaction, whatever the double bond is there, double bond comes to this carbon. This will become negative. Then this positive hydrogen from this one will go to this carbon, and remaining portion, whatever alkoxy group is there, that will attack on this carbon, which is said to be positive. It will become positive. Okay, this will become negative. So let us see what is that resultant. The resultant of this reaction is nothing but ring without unsaturation, you will be getting here CH3, and the other one is nothing but in this carbon you will be having COCH, nothing but OCH, CH3 twice, OCH, CH3 twice. So this is what the final product called Z in the reaction. Now let us see exactly what is the matching equation. What is X and what is Z, they asked. So this is matching with our options here. That option is B only. B is the right option for this.